Good evening, everyone. I totally forgot to get my music going. I got my big old Chungussy cup in the way. There we go. That's it right there. Oh, man. All right. We got some testing to do here. Oh, shit. Whoops. Okay, game mode 2. I need to check 2 things, and then I'm gonna have to look at my list to see what else I need to fix and or add. Where's my book? Here it is. And I will get rid of... Oh, man, I need, like, everything. Everything but that. So I think I'm at the point now where... Let's just skip ahead a bunch. Yeah, I have to take a picture of the new Eldratham Convergence world. And I think I want to take another picture of the Mana Lantern. The shadows are way too crazy there. You know, like, the shadows are not crazy at all here. Let's go into another world. I think it's just where I am in this world. We're going to this one. All right, let's open up our soda. It is going to be the classic Pepsi. Nice. I'm my knight. How are you? Ooh. All right. So we're in this world. Wow, this is an old world. This is the old Essence Vault. Boop. Here, we'll do one better. We'll put down the new one. Wait, where is it? There it is. Wait, nope, there we go. There we go. I actually redid the model and everything on this one. I think it came out pretty good. I like it. I'm good, and you? Doing all right. Pepsi's the best. Yeah, sometimes I go back and forth. Like, it's nice to have a kind of, you know, a nice Coke every once in a while. But I think I lean a lot more towards Pepsi. Bought Valheim yesterday, now 30 hours. Man, I remember when Valheim came out. I was all over that. I had such a crazy bee farm. I think they're adding the Ashlands, right? Like, my only big complaint was the fact that it wasn't really scalable, right? So as you progressed and started killing bosses, and you know, like when you're in the swamp biome, your gear and everything's so good that the land up to the swamp biome is like trivial. You know, like there's no real adventure there. It's just like, well, I gotta trek through, And I still remember, like, there was this tiny patch of land, and I was on a boat just sailing around with a buddy. And I hop off, and it's like a desert. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. This big mosquito came up and one-shot me. It was like a really high-level mosquito. And I'm like, really? We can't do anything with this. But the bosses and stuff, I mean, oh, man, so cool. That is a good game. Yeah, there's a biome. I think it's beyond the swamp, and it has like ogres and like goblins and mosquito. Like it's this big, huge flying mosquito thing. But you know the way the scaling is, it's like when you were just starting out, and you accidentally go into like the dark woods, right? And then sure, that's kind of scary. And then all of a sudden, there's like an ice biome that's next to the dark woods, and a wolf comes out of nowhere and just one-shots you, even though you're like fully geared out. Yeah. Now, it may not be that extreme anymore, but that's how it was when I played. It was brutal. Fear of mosquitoes. Okay, I need to take a couple pictures. I'm going to use an inert lamp. I'm going to need my magic chalk. I'm going to need mana torches. / time set day. That's a better shadow. All right, let's go out here. So I'm going to have to re-record this ritual. Or at least take another screenshot, I should say. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so that's it right there. All right, I think if I do F4, we're going to do print screen. That guidebook is getting enormous, by the way. Like, my mod is like almost 13 megs, just because that guidebook is like 7 megs of pictures. But I think it's the best way to catalog it. Hair in my mouth. To be honest, the first boss was way too... Yeah, you could solo the first boss easy. And if you have a bow, then it's even easier. The second boss, like, it was okay. I was playing with a couple friends, so we ended up beating that up. That third boss, though, the big, tall, like, treant, I think it was like a treant or golem kind of thing. That one was an actual battle. Like, that was fun, because, like, my one friend's close to death, and I'm pulling aggro with, like, fire arrows, and, like, it was... And then it's chasing me, and I'm screaming for help. Finding a traitor in the dark woods, that's a big thing, too. I remember when we found our traitor, finally. That was really nice. Alright, guidebook. This is going to be 14. Yeah, see, this is the original. I'm like, you know what? The shadows make it look weird. These pictures, though, my god. Like, this mod is enormous. And it's all freaking pictures. Freaking pictures, man. Keep canvas size. Oh, look at that. Like a glove. Ooh-wee. I think that looks a lot better. It's bright, easy to read. Oh, cancel. Alright, and let's get the Eldratham version here, the Eldratham Convergence. You know what? I could just... where's my staff? There it is. I was gonna say, I could just complete this ritual to clean it up. There we go. I'll break it. Easy cleanup. So with this one, it is going to be this, and that. We make kind of an open circle, and now I put in the Eldratham Nugget, which is something new that I made last night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oops. There we go. I'm just going to put more. That looks pretty good right there. Print screen. Oh no, my shadow's in the way. That's it right there. Print screen. Copy. I'm doing much, much better. Much better at documenting things. Everyone's gonna be so proud of me. They're gonna be like, the handbook looks great. The guidebook looks great. Vice, you have outdone yourself. And I'll just go, I reckon. I said I was gonna make this a great guidebook. I don't know why I'm sounding like... You know why I'm sounding like a cowboy there? I was talking with someone about the Dark Tower series. I don't really do too much reading. It was always kind of forced. Honestly, I think I'd rather read manuals and science books than like other things. But I like the Dark Story... Correction, I like the first couple books in the Dark Story series, or the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. We're talking about the gunslinger. So now it's been like stuck in my head all day. Well, the guide looks really great. Yeah, the shadows are weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird with creative, but they're not as pronounced. Like the other ones were just whoosh. All right, and let's clean this up. I threw way too many. But this is how you're going to turn those nuggets into an ingot. I figure, you know, like, sure, you could heat it up and pour it out, but this is a magic metal. You might as well complete it and merge it with a magic spell. Yeah! Alright, let's save. We're going to reload, and then we're going to look at my list and see what needs to be added. It was crazy. Today on lunch break, I was just in the zone, and I ended up making a new utility block, one that I have wanted to make for a long time. And it's finally in the game. And I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was, and it turned out like I got it within like a 30-minute period. There we go, Arboreal Shift. Oh, look at that one. That's so dark. That one's all right. I mean, we got varying like colors here, but you know, like that one's all right. That one's okay. That one's just so dark. And then we got light again. You know what? Okay. Let's do this one. Let's redo that one over here. I'm a little OCD about some things. That's something that's kind of tweaking me a little bit. Where is the... There we go. Boom, boom. Oh, there we go. Let's make it 12. Awesome. Print screen. Yeah, look how much brighter that is. Much better. Copy. All right, where's that depressing picture? Is it you? It's you. Hey, and we got a new follower. I'm terrible with names. La Lutre Raji. Lutre Raji. Welcome in. Hello. We are just working on the next update for the Magic mod. A very heavy... It's funny because it's more than just a heavy quality of life thing. I've been updating my GitHub. I've actually added like a lot of things to it as well. So this is like a huge update. There we go. Make it look good. Boop. The otter in English. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, my name comes from like to vie for something. like video games. Vice. All right, let's fireball it in. Okay, let's take a look at those pages. I think after that, I'll be done with the little things. I'm gonna pull up the list on my phone and we'll see what I still have planned. Well, I just adminate those. Come on, where's my... There it is. Text document. All right, what was I going to do? I eventually do want to make a beacon block, but that's going to be on the back burner. There's going to be another utility block coming. So basically, you will put down this beacon. It's going to be called a portcullis. And then you'll put mana stones in, and it'll use essence. And you can make one-time use hearthstones that are tied to that portcullis. And you can hand it out to people. So I think that's going to be awesome for, like, utility. Vice in French, it's life. So really? Well, that's really cool. All right. I think I like that meaning a little bit better. Life. Oh yeah, let's look at the depressing book. This thing has been a labor of love. All right, see, I can deal with how dark that is because you can still see the different fragments, but that looks better. Look at those. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. Check Google Translate. Honestly, I never really bothered to do it. I know of Google Translate. I actually have the translator on my phone. There's sometimes when you know, I have like I like to cook. So some of my utensils, like my pasta roller, that actually is in Italian. So I need to pop on the translate thing and use my camera and look to see what the words translate to in the manual. Okay. So, okay, let's go over some stuff. I think that's all the little things that I could think of. I have to eventually create Taint, which I think is going to be called Blight. But I'm not going to do that this update, and then I have to make a debuff called Blighted. I'm gonna have to, and then that's all I have there. Let's check GitHub. I think we're on to playtesting. Playtesting. Where's my GitHub? All right, to do add Eldrathian Convergence to guidebook. Boom, just did it. What else you got for me, Past Vice? To do, make it so that non-rust creature bonuses are cut in half. I remember that. Okay, we're gonna do that next. That's the portcullis. Add rust sickness debuff to entering into a nexus. Oh, into an Oculus portal when synthesizing. Let's make this synthesize and see if that works. We'll throw in this. Boom. All right, so if I go into game mode 1, right, this is active. If I go into it, yep. That's it right there. I'm sick. Rust sickness. There we go. I got you an international community. Yeah. Oh, I got too close to this. Whoops. Damn, that rust sickness is crazy. All right, so I did that. Check. Should you get rust sickness running through Riftbloom? I don't think so. I think you should just get hurt. Oh, when you're learning something with the runic scroll. Yeah. Okay, this is some good stuff. Let's start learning some spells. GM2. I'm gonna get a bunch of tier 1 spells. And let's pull up that code. Where is that code? It's going to be in the item for the... I think it's going to be spell. Nope. Tool. Runic scroll. That's it. So if you critically fail, I want to hit you with rust sickness. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so tier 1, 2, 3, and 4 all comes from this method here. And then we have the success rates. Okay, so reduce health, spawn rift and Drifter, and then spawn teleport. I think what I'm gonna do is have it here. So it's gonna be in here. All right, I'm gonna have to say RMR references.logger. I need to see if this is going just client, just server, or a combination. Gonna put a bunch of equal signs here. I'm gonna have to say this.api.world.side plus. Okay, now we're gonna have to start chugging these spells down. Why does the sickness even happen? And can you do anything to not get the sickness? The sickness is an effect. It's called rust sickness, and it is an effect from peering into the rust, right? Like it's a negative effect, just like how in the base game, when you go into a rift, it lowers your temporal stability, and then you start to phase in, and the drifters start spawning on you, right? Like your temporal presence shifts into the other world. That is what I'm trying to mimic here. So it's one of those, like, too much of a good thing is bad. Like, it's like EMF, if you want to think of it that way. Some people are really sensitive to EMF in, like, old homes and stuff. And, you know, you can get rashes, paranoia, things like that. So something like this, right? You are synthesizing something. That looks like a portal. This isn't nice, friendly like this, where it's like, oh, little particles. This is like actively something going on. Would you stick your hand into boiling water, you know? So what will happen, like if you're in creative, you don't get rust sickness. I made sure to put a lock on that. But, right, if you are regular, right, and you can work with it, you can still use it. But if you step into it, you know, again, it's nausea, right? You get rust sickness. With this is actually generating essence. And depending on the caps you put on, it really generates a lot of essence, a lot of stuff. So this is another thing. You get too close, and you're going to be under the effect of it. So that's the idea. Like, I want to do a risk and reward kind of thing. If you mess up doing things, like, and you're not paying attention, you can have explosions happen, you can get mana burned, and you can get rust sickness. Like, I'm going to have the debuff of Blight eventually. So that's it. I like survival. I like the survival side of games like this. So that's what I make the mod for. I make the mod for myself to play on my server. Here we go. Actually, I'm gonna get some vintage beef. GM2. Yum, we're gonna eat a bunch of it. Okay, now let's start learning spells. GM1. You attempt to look into the rust. Normally, you would have to have your temporal stability low. So that was a success. I learned Hydrate Crops. And it's server side specifically. Ooh. So there's Equilibrium. Oh, and it opened up a rift near me. So in here, I'm going to want to put the debuff, I think. Because it would have triggered there. So let's do that. Let me go into... Where am I triggering the debuff now? Let's go into the Nexus. Here we go. This is the Rust Sickness Tick. This is literally all I want right here. Going to the Runic Scroll. Now I'm going to say player in dot watched attribute. How many seconds of rust sickness should you get? I'll give you 10. You know what? I'm not going to give you 10. I'll give you 7. 7 seconds of rust sickness. Oop. Trying to find copper now. Wish me luck. Good luck. If you are trying to find copper to get Aldrathium ingots, I would wait like a day or two. because I just last night I was looking through all the balancing changes and I realized that I always knew that an Eldrathrium ingot was really, really expensive. So I made an Eldrathrium nugget, which takes only 1 copper nugget to make. And then you can make 20 of those nuggets and then use that spell, that World Magic array, to turn it into your ingot. And all of the spells, all of the recipes are being rebalanced to, like, tiers 1 and 2 will use the nuggets. Tiers 3 and 4 will then use the ingots in some things. IG, depending on how long you are in it. In what? You mean for rust sickness? You know, I'm going to give it to you here, too, but you'll only get a 5-second version of it. Boop. Yeah, rust sickness. Well, this is for... It's not really that you're in it with this. Or, no, that's just a riff. I'm giving you rust sickness for discovering or trying to discover a spell. So let's try it now. You attempt to look into the rust. Oh, your body withers. That actually hurt quite a bit. I want to see my mind shatter. Well, I learned befriend animal. Getting lucky. There's a sense of nothingness as you peer beyond the veil. Oh, did I learn? I think I learned all of the tier 1 spells. Yeah. All right, let's go to tier 2. Was that all the tier 1 spells? That seems suspicious. Oh shit, yeah, that's all the tier 1 spells. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna forget mana. GM2. Let's get my admin tool out. Remove all magic. We're gonna reload. And then I'm gonna rediscover magic, and then we're gonna learn more spells. I want to make sure that you get hit by this. Thank you, Past Vice, for writing down these lists. Sweet. Okay, let's get Rusty Dust and rediscover magic. Peer into the void. Yeah. Yeet. Alright, let's get a bunch of runic scrolls. Let's look into the rust again. I learned befriend animal. Your body withers. Come on, man. I'm not getting the, my mind shattering. Here we go. That should have done it. And it did not. Interesting. So it did not do it. Okay, that's your body withers. Here's your mind shatters. I think, okay, so what if I do player in dot watched attribute? What if I mark it dirty? No, not mark all dirty. I want to mark just this one. Mark path dirty. Because maybe it's not syncing? And I'll mark it dirty here as well. You dirty data, you. Alright, let's try again. I'm going now because it's fucking late in Germany. Good night. Have a great night. Hydrate can do, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Weird. It's not doing it. Not doing it. Your reality warps. That should have been this one. So I'm not able to apply the debuff. Oh man, am I gonna have to do this through a packet? Oh wait, what's my game mode? My game mode screwed me up. Dang it, man. Let's do that +1 here. Dang it. Okay, that sucks. That really sucks. So I could have been hit by it all these times, and no. GM1. Oh man. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna have to reset again. I know it. There we go. Your mind shatters. That's what I wanted. Rust sickness. And if I had temporal stability, it would have taken a pretty big plunge there. Sweet. Okay. What else you got for me, past Vice? Make a Hearthstone Beacon. No, no, no. All right. Negative effect for rituals. That's already in. Runic scrolls. That's done. Synthesis. That's done. How you doing, Fritz? Let's make this full screen. I hate doing this. There we go. Create a new guidebook tab called Unlock Magic. I already did that. Was going to use Harmony to override something small. Not sure what it was. I already figured that out. What else? I fixed all subscriptions. Okay, so I wanna lessen the amount of essence from non-drifters. Let's go into the Nexus. This one's going to be an easy one to do. Should be right up top here. That's the neutral, the light. Here we go. The Dark Nexus. There's the ticker. I'm getting the entities. If it's entity agent, and if it's not a player. If it has behavior health. All right, and I'm going to say if. This is going to be an if-else kind of statement. Cut, paste, paste. So I'm going to say it's going to be this multiplied by 0.5 F. Right, because that's a long... Oh, duh. This isn't where I want to do it. Hold on. I call shenanigans. There we go. It's further down here. So when you have a sacrifice, this is what I want. That's the damage source. I just need the damage amount. Which should be this right here. So I'm going to say if... And actually, I don't need to do like an else or anything with this. I'm going to put this in. All right, I'm going to say if sacrificial entity dot code dot path dot contains Drifter dash. Now let's take a look at the drifters in game. Because I gotta nail this. As she said. Boom. Alright, humanoid. Nope, nope. I wanted land. Drifter. Alright, this is what we're looking at here. The name, it's gonna be code Drifter dash. So that's what we're looking for. Then we have normal, deep, tainted, all of that stuff, right? So Drifter dash is what I want. So if it contains that, we're going to do that. Anything else, I am going to modify this code. I'm going to say... Now, would it be better to divide and then multiply, or just divide everything in half? So essence generated per tick is going to be 3, so that would be 2.5. I think what I want to do is I want to take what the subtotal is going to be and then cut that in half. Times 0.5 F, right? Because this is all in floats. Shoot, this is an int. Okay. So I'm going to put these around parentheses again, and then I'm going to static cast it all to an int. There we go. All right, let's see how it works. Oh no, I'm freaking out! Game mode 2. So this is resonating. We are gonna make it nighttime. Hey, we still got plenty of light. I am going to get drifters, and then I'm gonna sacrifice pigs. So we'll do a surface drifter and a pig. So this is hungry, so let's see what we get here. 15 per, because this is the maximum it could be. Oh, come on, man. Don't make me regret not having a fence. You're gonna make me regret not having a fence, huh? Jerk. Here, I'll just do that. I give you life and this is how you treat me? How dare you, sir? And or madam. There we go. Now you can't escape. Alright, let's reset. Have fun. This is for science. Because, yeah, these have 12 health. I think pigs have like 12 or 15. But we get 5 hits out of it. There we go. So that's 75 essence per one creature. Oh, really? Piglet? Come on, man. I want the boar. I feel kind of bad now. How are you still alive? It's got the freaking Constitution of Hercules. There we go. Sorry, piggy. Alright, it's on. Yeah, you got 15 health. I think it's still 5 ticks, though. Yeah, that has been cut in half indeed. Good. So you can still sacrifice animals like pigs and stuff, but you're going to get half as much as a creature that you cannot domesticate, like a drifter. And this is going to be one of those things where I will rely... Yeah, instead of 75, you got 42. I'm good with that. This is going to be one of those things where if other people are like, hey, I use this mod, right, and it adds these monsters, and they're also getting half damage or whatever it is, half the amount, just let me know, and I will add those strings for those creatures in. But I'm going to heavily rely on feedback like I do with everything else. All right, and something else that we did, this used to freeze up when you break it. Now it resets correctly. Oh, look at that Aurora Borealis. I freaking love that. Oh, man. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This game is really nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's very pleasing. It feels like right out of the box it's modded Minecraft. They give you the shaders and everything else. Okay, so that's done. All right, what else did I have? What else did I have to do? I think I'm running out of things. So that's done. That's done. Rust sickness. Huge check-in. Yeah, that is everything. That is everything. Let's go into... I'm going to show off the new block that I made. The new utility block. Let's go into this world, because I think I have it all set up already. The only thing I really have to multiplayer test is the new block that I put in today. Everything else has been multiplayer testing. Oop. Actually, I want that book. Get rid of some of this other stuff. Get rid of that. Let's get Rusty Dust. So the new block is the Stability Stabilizer. Shit. I should have called it the temporal stabilizer. This is what I get for rushing. Hey, Kipling Tales. Hello. Well, that's the first mistake there. I'm going to have to fix that. But the block should still work the same. It's a utility block. You put down your runestone, you activate it, and what it does is the okay, I am creative. As you go further down, you can see my gear is moving, right? I like to dig underground. This does not work for me. I cannot make Vice Dwarf King Mountain, you know, Neriak, the City of Darkness or anything, without tunneling underground. And this isn't going to cut it. So you have this block. You can charge it with transmutation, or non-magic users can use Rusty Dust. And you can see my temporal stability is being negated, and I'm slowly accumulating. So what I did is I take a snapshot of your position. And this is an AoE buff, so any players within a certain circular radius will get this buff as well. And it depends on the block that you have underneath. This is a tier 4 Celestial Runestone. So it does 5 blocks innately with a tier 1, or 20 blocks in this case, so the bubble goes all the way out here from that 1. Oh god, it's the stability stabilizer, yep. And of course this can be, again, charged by just casting transmutation. See, it will run for 15 hours now. I've wanted this block for a long time, because I like building underground. Question about the ore bringer. Does it change quartz ore? It does not change quartz ore. It will bring quartz ore up to the top, or anything that has the label of quartz ore. So if you get lucky and there's some like quartz gold, it will see that quartz and bring that up. Wait, how does Orebringer work? It is a ritual. You cast the ritual. Let's do it fast. Oh my god. We're gonna go to a creative world. Like, I am very deep in the hole there. No, it does not change ore. It pulls ore from the ground to the surface. So you don't have to dig for it. And I'll show you here. Let's create a ritual setup. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Boop, boop. Let's grab the altar. This is going to take a talisman of conjuration. It is going to take... I will do it with copper. So you'll need your catalyst. I just need Arcanus. It will take any kind of torch. We'll use mana lanterns. And I will use dark mana lanterns, because I haven't used them in a while. Right, so I'll end up putting that down. You gotta put your talismans in. You hold shift, it tells you where everything should go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look again, it will update. So if you had like a wrong block there, like if I put that down, see, it's gonna pop up red. So that's an acceptable block there. I know the rest of this is the runes. Boop, 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 boop. Right? And then we need mana stone. And we'll need a stabilizer. Which in this case, I love the fire element. So I'm going to use fire stabilizers. So 1, 2, 3, whoops, 3, and 4. Shoot, 4, there we go. Pop that on top. Right, so something like this, you would have an altar in an area already. Make sure everything's good. Yep. Ritual pattern is complete. Make sure to use stabilizers. All right, so I want to pull up copper. let's come over here as a test. So it affects when I do the counting, I do not count the inside. You get that for free. So I believe it's every 4 blocks, but it goes 20 blocks down. So let's just make a hole like right here. Whoops, did not mean to do that. There we go. And I will get copper ore. What do we want to put down? Conglomerate? No, where's granite? There we go. Granite for luck. Right, I'll just throw a bunch of that down. It's all covered up. I'll put a block up there, right? You know, terrain's uneven sometimes. So what I would do is throw out my reagent, cast transmutation. Oh, it failed. No ore detected. Let me double check. I think, is this just outside? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. There we go. I can't remember how. I should read my guidebook. There we go. So, yeah, see, so it must be every couple blocks, but it pulled that block up to the top. If I had done something like this, right? And like, again, right? Terrain's kind of uneven. You got all this stuff here. It's like, oh, you know, this is kind of what your surface looks like. So again, I would have to draw out the pattern because it's a ritual. But do you see how it said no ore detected and I did not consume your items? I am very nice. If there's no ore detected within range, I will not run the ritual and have you waste your time and your stuff. He's so great! Whoops. Damn it. That's all I wanted to do. Boom. See? So it finds your own. My maximum mana increase for casting the spell and getting experience for doing a ritual. But it just pulls up the ore blocks to the top for you. It's honestly way cooler. Yeah. I definitely like this ritual. It's a good one. So that's what it does. Boom. Cool, cool. Should you get rust sickness for the Spellforge? Nah, I won't bother. I think everything's done. Alright, let's save and leave world. I honestly think everything is done. Wow, this is a weird feeling. Weird, huh? Kind of weird. Alright, so we're gonna quit. So I'm gonna show everyone, if you care to know, how to generate the mod itself, the usable mod that everyone knows and loves. I like to come to the top and just do a rebuild. I probably don't have to do it with cake build, but I did recently, last night, change cake build, so it actually works. I would come into my cake build setting and run it. That's literally all. It's going to go through a bunch of commands. It will automatically pull the files that it needs. It zips everything up. There we go, and it's done. So now I'm going to go into my designated drop-off folder for my Rustbound Magic mod, which is under releases, and that's it right there. So I'm going to copy that. Let's open up Vintage Story for realsies. Not through this. I'm just going to close that right out. It's amazing. I'm going to paste that in. So this is the 1.6.0 update. We are going to multiplayer test this bad boy. So I gotta open up my server. Let's see. Navigate to the website. I do like this new server. It's a lot better than my G portal, that's for sure. Go to panel, go to files, mods, Rustbound Magic, delete. Oh, let me stop the world. Whoops. Stop the world. Files, mods. I don't have to do TFTP or anything for this. It's incredible. Incredible! Uploading my mod. Magus Conifex, go! This is such a big mod. How big is this Chungus now? Now that I added more pictures, it's 13.3 megs. The pictures are worth it. The pictures are worth it. Alright, let's start the server. Boop. The big Chungus. Yeah, it is. It's a biggin. It is a biggin. How you doing, Oats? I ran out of soda already? Oh my gosh. Oh. Whew. Alright, everyone. The timer's ticking. When's Vice gonna get too tired? Let's see if this is open now. Or if it's up now. Okay, you know what? That was pretty damn fast. Hey, look, it's the new thing. This is my test world. This should look familiar to you, Oats. Oh, bunny. Okay, I'm going to... doing okay. Was wondering where you were in your stream. I totally forgot, man. I'll probably stream for like another 20 minutes or so. What did you want to talk about? What did you want to work on? I totally forgot about it. Now it was a pretty busy day. For being like a remote day. And it was nice out too, but it was like too warm inside, so that was annoying. Oh, so I got this new stability stabilizer. I can't believe I freaking called it that. I meant to say temporal stabilizer. Yeah. Failed. Let's dig a hole. Hurdles all the way down. Look at that gear starting to move. It's almost like the game doesn't want you to build this far down. Look at all this real estate, huh? Be ashamed to just let it all go to waste. Every stone here could fit in a box. There we go. Boop. So the way I would put this down, and yep, 98%. Plop it down. Let's get a lantern. I want to see what I'm doing. Boop. Right? Nice and bright. But my stability, right? We'll let it go down a little bit. I'll let it go down to like 90. I'll let it go down to 90. Or lower. While I do that, I gotta change the name. This is harsh. This sucks that I gotta change the name. No worries. Was thinking about adding something to my butchery mod, but not sure what exactly. Oh. Any good suggestions come your way? There we go. 94. It's ticking. It's ticking down. Oh man, this is gonna be such a big lift. General consensus. Temporal stabilizer is a much better name than stability stabilizer. Or does it matter? Am I gonna do a bunch of work for like no gain at all? Does not matter. All right, Fritz says does not matter. I like it. It's funny. Well, I'm not going for funny. That's the problem. Stability stabilizer or temporal stabilizer. I think temporal stabilizer is a better name because I'm going for the Thaumcraft theme now. You know what I mean? Like I want it to feel Thaumcrafty. All right, so we're at 90. So I could charge this thing with a let's do Rusty Dust this time. Rusty Dust! Boom! And there it goes. Now it's starting to tick up. So we went from 89 to 90. It should be about, you're a little slower than the refresh rate being at the surface. 91%. Yeah, so this would do me for like 20 blocks in a big circle. So I can live underground, finally! The inner dwarf can come out. Stabilizer is good. Well, if I'm gonna change the name, you know, then it's gonna be like a full-on change, right? It's one of those things where if I just change it once now, I won't have to touch it again. Stability stabilizer. I like temporal stabilizer. Oats likes just stabilizer. But what is a stabilizing, Oats? When I get the people coming to me being like, I don't understand what this does. What is it stabilizing? I'm going to say, you want to talk to Oats? Here's his home address. Here's his email. He loves it when you call him past 9 p.m. I've fallen and I need a stabilizer. Old man advice. Man, when I'm an old man, I'm going to be wearing those. I'm going to have a nice suit. Maybe like a pet monkey or something. And I'm going to probably have to wear a diaper. Right? I'm going to be one old man all hunched over. I'll be living my best life. You remember that, Oats. I tell Baby Triangle that. He has his blowouts. And he's like, P-U. He's like, ew. I'm like, yeah, it is ew. I'm like, you just wait till Daddy wears diapers when you're older. You change my diaper. That probably put me in a home. Dad, I just can't look at you the same. I keep telling you you're lactose intolerant and you insist on drinking nothing but milkshake. I just can't. I think it looks pretty cool. All right, so I mean, we all have different opinions here, but I love milkshakes. So yeah, son, listen to me. Dad likes milkshakes. Son, I'm gonna get one door dashed, and they're gonna ring the bell right at that moment. But son, it's strawberry banana. Son, it has extra fudge. Listen to me, son. All right, we need to make because I could have had the name completely changed by now. Digging my way down, and the change isn't going to be so bad. It's just you got to change it in a lot of places. So, stability stabilizer, temporal state. You know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll just leave it. Stability stabilizer. I think stability stabilizer is fine. All right, I'll just leave it. Stability stabilizer. But that's the new block. Pretty sure it's going to work for everyone. So, Doc. There we go. What the hell am I doing? Speed this up. Boom. I was going to say, where am I? I'm in that server. I totally forgot. I love how fast this is now. There we go. Let's swap swapsies. Boom! I love how fast this is. Yeah. Boop. What's that rabbit doing? What are you doing in my yard? Give you transmutation sickness. Don't say it too many times because it will lose all meaning. What? Stability stabilizer? Yeah, I mean, I do like temporal stabilizer just because stability stabilizers... Yeah, you're not going to be able to sign in, Captain Oats. You'll need the new... Here, I'll... Actually, if you want to sign in fast, let me send you the new update. Hold on one second. Let me send you a message here. Message! Because honestly, if you can help test this, that'd be great. It's just this last thing. I want to make sure that while like you're under the effect or I'm under the effect of the stabilizer, the other person doesn't get it. Like it should just be whoever's in the area. So I just sent you the thing through Discord, Oats. I like this too. I like the little bars in there. It was too yellow, and I shortened it. It was more spiky. So I shortened it down and made it kind of more dome-like. I think it works pretty well. Boom! 11 hours now. Wall that you cannot pass. How are all these animals doing here? Bok bok, baby. Oh, the new essence lacrima everyone's gonna get. I like these things. I like that they're like a big ball. So when you're holding your essence lacrima, it's a big ball. Okay, let's just put that in there. Store it. Oh, this ran out. There's one thing I noticed that was weird. And I think it's with this update. See, that's fine. But if you're in first person, if you could see down there, it's like it's trying to glitch in between. Oats. You're in for realsies. All right, sir. I will need you to come with me down this hole. There's candy down here. Oh, make sure you're in creative. Candy! Ah, psych. Creepy old man cave. Alright. So I'm gonna break that, Place that. There we go. Okay. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be the max range. So you could stand over here, or I can stand... Well, we'll have to do one at a time. Let me turn it on. So what this does is it puts a 10-second buff on you. And that 10-second buff, like, it pulses. So right now, are you... Here, let me make a rift in a side room here so we can lower temporal stability to see when it's going up and down. And I'll be right in here. Boop. Ah, breathe deep the fumes of stank. Boop. Ponder's orb. It's like a Super Mario World orb. Alright, so I'm at 64. But because I'm close to here, 65, I'm regenning. Are you regenning right now, Oats? Or is it slowly ticking down still? I'm gonna teabag the ground here while I wait for that response. Slowly ticking down. Sweet. All right, if you want to hop in there. But really slow. Yeah, that's what it is. It's this area. It just happens to be really slow. I think there are other areas where it ticks down faster. But this is just general going, you know, all the way down to the bottom. Just because you're underground, right? It's ticking. So mine's ticking down. Is yours ticking up? Yep. They're temporarily unstable areas. Yeah, so yours is good. And the way this works is it takes the snapshot, the temporal stability of the spot that you are in as a block position. So that buff, as you walk around, even if you were to go into an unstable area that's like vastly unstable, like walking into a wall, the buff would still do the mathematical calculations to still make sure you are up to that slow ticking going forward. So that was the last thing I really needed to test. We tested everything else, Oats. Yay! The update is like done. It's done. It's done. And who worked out this maths? It was me. It was Vice, the math god. What I don't agree with, I make myself. I make it all myself. Vice, I'll praise the math god. Jeez. Hey, my math skills aren't that bad. Come on, man. Rust sickness, check. Let's look at the third-person rust sickness effect. Yeah, I think that looks cool. Ah. Oh yeah, I gotta get down before you turn this back off on me. Better than mine in math was my best grade in school. Wah, wah, wah. There we go. Yeah, so everyone, I'm up top here, and I'm like trying to get. I'm trying to look at something, and I'm up this high because like we're getting attacked by things. And what do you think my buddy here does, huh? He shuts it off on me. What a friend. Brings me right down to my death. I almost just died. I didn't realize I was wasn't in creative. Thank God for this ladder. Thank goodness. Turning that on. There, look at that. I like these utility blocks. I gotta make the Eternal Forge still. Or the Mana Forge, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I have to make the battery, the conversion that turns magic essence into mechanical power. I got some things to do. Trying to cut the power in the elevator again. So mean. So mean. Alright, so I don't have anything else to really do. It's done. It's done. It's probably going to take me a bit to put out the changelog. But I could just get that done now. Because if I look into anything else, it's going to delay the update. I know myself. Oh yeah, and I got the world magic in. So you can convert the Eldrathium nuggets into ingots. That's on the guidebook. Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, it makes sense. Honestly, the next big things are going to be finishing out the... Oh, let me make sure I don't need to hide any items. I guess that's technically the last thing. Do I have like the familiars in here? Nope. The prisms are not in here. Good, I disabled those. And the bastion is not in here because that block doesn't exist yet. I think for the next update, I'll wait for people's feedback for a couple of days, see if there's any crashes. There shouldn't be. This has an enormous amount of bug fixes in it. And I will probably comb out the logic of the Oculus Core next. I was gonna say, what the hell? But yeah, I will comb that out and make it better, because there's that problem that's been ongoing to where if you are in the process of synthesizing something and then the world restarts, you have to like disconnect the two to get all your items back and then do synthesis again. And I want that fixed, and I know it's probably something small that I'm missing, but it will be fixed. All right. Thank you, Oats, for your help. Let's do the changelog. So as everyone knows, because you've watched me do it multiple times, I'll start a new file, new text document. I'm going to make a bunch of equal signs. I'm going to make a divider. The top is going to be the change logs that I'm going to paste. The bottom's going to be my ranting, raving, incomplete sentence, fragmenty GitHub. GitHub. So for all the updates, what I will do is go like huge check-in. Copy that. And I got to copy it all. Alright, so we got that. Need to learn how to save. That's just a jab at myself. Thank you, Passive Ice, for pointing out my flaws. Copy, paste. Oh my god, all the rebalancing that I did. Huge update. This is going to be enormous. It's not that big. Not that many words. Trying to use Harmony, that's incomplete. Another big check-in. Yeah, there's a lot of words in this one. Big update again. A lot of big updates. Boop. Huge handbook update. What she said. Oh yeah, I cut some of the extreme RNG out of like getting Rusty Dust. Another big update. Oh my god, this is like the lacrimas. And I gotta go. Some of this, it's not stuff that people need to see. Fix the crash. That's gonna be really good. Oh wait, you know what? I can delete that. I know what that fix was. Fix the crash for holding a transmog stone in a certain way. Started to clean up another check-in. Oh my god. No wonder why, like, this took so long. This is such a huge update. The complete restructure of ViesCraft. Adjusted focus position. Oh my god. And I still have more! Everyone, what have I been putting into this? What have I been feeding this? Mega update for Essence System. A lot of work on the Nexus Vault. Big Nexus Lacrima update. This should have been like multiple updates, probably. Oh my god, we're getting towards the end. That's it. Okay, that's it. All of this needs to be like distilled into a format that people can read and understand. Sorry, everyone. I described your work ethic to my father with the word workaholic. Honestly, it's probably like OCD. Yeah, mine's like a single few words. It are good. Be done. I wish I made a to-do list better than I do. Let me tell you, Oats, like, I have my cell phone. I just have a text, like a Google share kind of text document here. And when I have an idea, when I'm out doing something, I'll just kind of put the broad strokes in. It takes like 30 seconds. Because I know I'm not going to remember it. Or I'll update GitHub. Oh, man, that water is good. I've been drinking a lot of water with this tumbler. Workaholic. Come on, man. Huge check-in. I'll delete that. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to cut all this shit out. We're going to put it like towards the bottom. So fix cake build, no one needs to know that. Change the storage flag ID, that's an important one. Removed a lot of items from the arcane bag. Yep, that's good. Updated the Essence Vault texture models. we don't need to worry about that. Added a new block, the stabilizer. That's going to be towards the top. I like putting new blocks and stuff. I'm going to say added a new utility block. The stability stabilizer. This is a utility block that negates temporal stability loss based on, I shouldn't say depth. Based on player position. Range is 5 blocks times rune cap tier. Right, that's not bad. Synthesis recipe. Or I could say craft it via synthesis. Right? Craft it via synthesis. Magic tier 2 plus. Perfect. Alright, what else here? Added a new item. This is going to be... It's funny because it's such a small thing, but it's actually going to be enormous. Added a new item, Eldrathnium Nugget. This is what tier 1 and 2 recipes will make and use. Less cost than a whole ingot. I'll say craft via the crafting grid. There we go. That's all I need to say about that. Added a new buff. I should put that in. That probably should be lower on the list, though. All right, next thing. Cut. Workaholic. I keep looking at that, and I'm like, I'm not a workaholic. I'm an enthusiast. I should probably go further down. I need to record the changes for the Nexus. Where am I describing Nexus changes? Here we go, Nexus changes. So let me cut all of this out here. I probably should work from, like, reverse. And this is going to be, like, the first thing that's up. Well, I don't need to worry about that. Looked into the Nexus that are on. Okay, look into Nexus that are on. Okay, I did that already. So Nexus changes. Nexus block will be considered essence generators going forward. Pillar runestone physical upgrades will increase speed and efficiency of essence accumulated. A Nexus internal max essence storage is now 1000. Nexus GUI, yep, that's... Okay, so all of that is good. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. So the first big thing is the fact that Nexuses have completely changed. Down here, I'm going to say added a new debuff. Rust sickness. And I already typed all of this stuff out, so I just gotta find rust sickness in here. And I believe it's a little further down. I think I called it mana poisoning at first. Oh, mana poisoning debuff is now called rust sickness. We could delete that, right? Look at the mana poisoning effect. Running Nexus will do something bad. Just need visuals. Come on, Vice. Don't tell me you were cheaping out. Damn it! I didn't type it all out. All right, that's fine. Rust sickness. This is a negative effect that slowly lowers hunger, and if there is no hunger to consume, will lower health. What are you currently doing, changelog? Yeah, I'm doing the changelog. I know a lot of people don't put a lot of time into their changelogs, but I do, because I think it's important to document it. And I know there's probably a few people out there that like to read exactly what changed. I enjoy a good changelog when people put it out because I know the work that goes into it. So this is the last step to putting out the update. Let's see. Also, distorts players' vision. Changelogs are extremely important to the few people that actually read them. They're so extremely helpful. Yeah, there have been a lot of times when I was trying to get the guidebook and everything up, and I made some big changes to an update, and people are like, "I don't know how to." I redid rituals for the current system from the old. People are like, "I don't know how to do this," and I'm like, "Look at the changelog for now." And besides, I already, and the way I make mine, I pretty much have everything typed out from my GitHub pulls. So really, it's just changing a couple things around, and it's done. This effect can trigger from being too close to a nexus that is generating essence with rune caps at or above your magic tier. Walking into Oculus SYNTHESIS synthesis portal while Oculus is synthesizing. Failure, or I should say, rituals being completed with no stabilizers. Critical failure when synthesis is unstable, or I should say when it is not stable. You also get this from discovering, or I should say failure when discovering spells. There we go. I think that's the broad strokes. Nexus crafting grid recipe. Yep, that had an increased cost. I'll put that right in there. That's all gobbledygook. To do. Finish tier 3 essence, tier 4 rebalancing. Gonna get rid of that. Make sure all configs. Alright, so I'm gonna cut that out because I revamped all of my configs. So I'll just say like all config values and descriptions have been overhauled. New configs will generate this update. There we go. Done. I need to cut this out because, okay, I need to document next to the nexus up here. We need dark nexus changes. I'll say general nexus changes. And then we'll say dark nexus changes. Because I think the dark nexus had the most extreme change with how it generates things. And I'm going to cut all of this out. I'm going to start just doing it in batches here. All right, so I think I'm going to have to type in this stuff, right? Dark Nexus changes. I'm going to say, I know I have this. One at Hearthstone. I gotta find it. Lacrima Siphon. Runestone caps. Pillars increase. Runestone stabilizer. Yeah, okay, so I don't have it in here. I thought I recorded. All right, so with this Dark Nexus changes. I'll say Dark Nexus will now target one creature at a time. It will do 3 HP times Runestone upgrade tier caps in essence gain. Will do a baseline 3 damage to creatures. The other thing that it will do is it rapidly checks for a sacrifice creature, a sacrificial creature. After that, will tick every 5 seconds. It will also, when... Or I'll say, just before applying damage, the creature will be teleported to the center of the Nexus. New particles. When creature is hit. There is not a new item slot for the Lacrima. Not is actually now. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you're probably right. Yeah, there is now a new good fix. Thank you. Not gonna need a moat around it. Yeah, so now it's actually evil and a sacrificial altar. Yeah, I was kind of channeling some blood magic-y stuff in that one. Thank you. That's a good catch, though. That's a good catch. I should say light and dark Nexus are not bound by specific times anymore. They will start working when within the required light levels. That's another big change. Dark will work, or will start working at 15 or less light. Light will start working 18 or more light. There we go. Good enough. One more thing. While within working ranges, particles will occur. Boop. Yeah, the Dark Nexus is the original reason why the whole "this is evil magic" from my friends have been hammered in. Well, it kind of is, right? Like you're siphoning life force out of creatures and turning that into Nexus, right? Like, the idea behind it is that you have like your light, you have like your neutral, and then you have your Dark Nexus. And the Dark Nexus is called dark because of where it comes from, but it's just life essence, pretty much. The other one's just light. I think I wanted to put something with like rain, like weather essence or something. I do want to do stuff with rain and temporal storms. Well, that's going to be fun too. New particles when creatures hit. All right, so I think that's everything. And this made it so that non-rust creatures bonuses are cut in half. No pig farms! Well, you can have get less from pig farms. All right. We got the debuff there. I guess the debuff could be like the next thing. You know, we're gonna do that. See, that looks good. Add a new magic array. Oh, that's another big thing. I added the whole concept of magic arrays. I'll say, added a new magic concept called magic, or world magic is what I called it. Also known, or I'll say world magic. Let me see if I already described world magic. So added a new world magic array. I added another new world magic array. I'm just going to cut that out and I'm going to put them together. Right there. Boop. I'm surprised people are sticking around for this. This is not the sexy side of mod development, but this is a very important part of mod development. I think it is anyways. It's so important to document what the heck changed and what's going on. I've looked back on this stuff way too many times and like used it as like a valid guide to see like, okay, what direction am I even going in here? Am I getting too far off the beaten path? Make world magic array. Okay, so I can get rid of that. Is there anything else? I thought I had more. Make the sapling transmutable. I already put that in. What else? Make sure inert oh yeah, torches have changed. Torches have changed. Mana torches have been revamped. They will now burn for 48 in-game hours when placed, will become inert. Mana torches after that can be turned back on with transmutation or by using rusty dust. And I do that for non-magic users. Boom! That was a pretty gosh darn big thing. Alright, what else we got here? Oh, yeah, I fixed that dupe. I'm actually going to put that right there. I can get rid of that no pig farm. Make the tier 4 thing. Add rust sickness. Yep, I already mentioned that. Added a new guidebook tab. That is something that everyone's going to want to know. Was going to use Harmony to override something. I figured that out. Reorganize localization entries. That's a big one. And I pruned out some unused keys. I can get rid of that. Added handbook into the upgrade magic tier on the Sigil of Waking. Oh, added handbook info. That's right. They're enormous handbook stuff. You know what? I'm just going to put that right up towards the top as well. Where'd my mana torches go? Where was that? That was up a little further. This is a big one. Huge guidebook and handbook revamp. I'll say guidebook is now more complete. And handbook now lists a lot of descriptions about blocks/items, including some things like created by synthesis, and I hate doing these. I hate doing these, man. But they gotta get done. Like, I like doing it, but I also hate it, because it's like typing out an essay. And an essay that, like, virtually no one's going to read. Includes some things like created by Essence and how rifts, or how rust plants work. Good enough. Means I get to cut this out. I completed everything, so I can get rid of that. Perfect. Okay, what else? What else we got here? Added a new buff. I'm just going to kind of merge some of this stuff together. Found that dupe bug. Reorganize localization. Remove Sigil of Awakening tooltip upgrade. Tier info. Synthesis. Mana Torch regular recipe is now 4. That's a big thing. Fixed errant descriptions and configs. Nexus grid crafting mana stone cost. Yep, that was increased. All config values and descriptions have been overhauled. That should probably go up top here. That's kind of important. Merged old config options for leyline. Yep, I did that. Added configs for... Oh, I redid the Spell Forge as well. Mana torches. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not going to be 100%. Mana touch. Yep, mana torches. Yeah. Good catch. Your eyes are better than mine. I'm like, I'm used to messing up. Oh, I forgot to do this. I had a new concept called World Magic. I know I put this in. I said, I know I did this. It's a precursor. How the heck do I not have this in? I remember typing this stuff out. I was reviewing code. I'm on the mood. In the mood, probably. Yeah, in the mood. Alright. So I gotta retype this out. It's just gonna be faster than finding it. So I'll say, added a new magic concept called World Magic. This is also known as World Magic Arrays. This is a precursor to rituals and can be performed anywhere. Using magic runes and items slash blocks players can create new things. Look in the guidebook under the General Info tab to learn more. There you go. Changes didn't save. Well, I know I did a poll. I think I did it through GitHub. I just didn't see them. I could be missing some stuff. I very well could be missing some stuff. Okay. So let's start adding to all of this stuff. There we go. Fix the crash. Yeah, that's the transmog stone crash. The extreme cleanup. Leyline resonator's done. Let's get rid of that. Mana torch stack. Yeah, this is all the stack size changes. Here we go. Spellforge has been revamped. Thank you, Vice. Finally, you did something. The Spellforge has been revamped and now requires Essence to activate. That's all I put? Oh, sugar, man. That's all I put. Alright, let's continue. Get rid of that. Added logic for siphoning. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. A lot of... Yep, logic's complete. Leyline resonator, great GUI. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. Yep. No one needs to know that stuff. Those were my personal notes. Alright, let's get the next batch. Look at this freaking changelog. I bet this is going to be like hundreds of lines. Disabled work in progress things to prepare for the update. No one needs to know that. Remove the Arcanus grid recipe. Oh, yeah, the recipes. I did remove that. Remove the old transmutation function that would change saplings in bulk. I did that. All Nexus blocks now take mana stones. Torches are no longer used to make mana stones. Yes. By Nexus longer cares what time it is. Yep, I'm just going to leave that in there. Nexus HUD will now let you know when the Nexus is full. Mana torches now cost 4 essence. Range is now 5 blocks. That is actually going to be really important. I'm going to cut those out, and I'm actually going to put them up here, and they're the dark mana torches. Range is now 5 blocks. If they do not have a sacrificial... Alright, you know what? That's good. It's going to repeat a little, but I don't care. I'm good with a little repetition. Little bit of chicken fry. Cold beer on a Friday night. I laid the groundwork. Created watched attributes. No one cares. Added crafting grid recipe. Here we go. Some real stuff. Alright, so I added the recipe. Dark Nexus redesign. Now picks a target. Yep, got that already. 2 dues. I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. More handbook stuff. We can get rid of that. Added a test perception. I already put that in. Dark Nexus now renders particles on hit target. Sure. Mana torches stay lit for 48 hours. When time expires, they become inert. I already have that in there. Expanded handbook entries. Added a new mode for the Leyline resonator. That's a good one. We're pulling that up top here. That's gonna be like right there. Okay, I'm gonna have to say add new item. Added a new item. Added a new item, comma. Essence Lacrimas. These are items that can hold a specific type of essence. Comes in light, neutral, and dark. Holds 5,000 essence. Place in the new Lacrima item slot and select siphon or storage mode. Moves 5 essence per 1 second. What else? Can be placed on the ground and traded with other players. It's also known, and well, yeah, I mean, we're doing broad strokes right now. Oh, Vice, what can you put Lacrima in other than Nexuses and backpack slots? Actually, it's not backpack slots anymore. I like the idea of being able to, like, physically hold these things. They're an item now, and you can place them on the ground. I got rid of the whole backpack slot thing. I feel like it was being forced, and if there was one type of, like, if a Lacrima could hold all 3 types of essence, then I would have been more inclined to make it a backpack slot. But since you have to have 3 different types, that was too much of a hindrance. Like, can you set it on the ground? You can, yes. You can set it on the ground. It's a big orb. You can totally set it on the ground, or you could just throw it out into the world. Alright, I think that's everything with the Lacrimas. Oh yeah, and that's the other important thing that I was forgetting. 2 Lacrima siphon and storage modes can only be done when the Nexus is off. That's the only time it's going to work, is when it's shut off. But you can't do it while it's generating. Like working on your car while it's on. You got to turn that off. Made mana stream generators faster. I really want that to be higher up, because that's one of my favorite things in this update. All right, we're gonna take another big chunk here and paste this in. To do, I already did the to-dos here. Oh, I should put in here all essence values have been rebalanced with all of the new items, blocks, and systems added. Okay, that needs to go up high. That can't get lost. People need to know. I'm going to put it right there, right above the huge handbook thing. All right. No one cares about the particles emitting from my test bears. Yep, I can get rid of that. Added synthesis recipes for all magic stations. They're cheaper. All magic stations have more handbook info now. Revamped Oculus pedestal GUI scales better. Ciphers have their name. All right. Added particles when pedestal creates a cipher. Remove phantom velocity from ciphers created by pedestals. Adjusted most item block tooltips. Running a Nexus now has a negative effect with the player. Yep, I can get rid of that. Boop. Added a world magic array to convert mana lanterns into different types. That is very true. Added handbook entries for utility. Yep, get it for utility blocks. Magic Ward mana stream generators now have synthesis recipes. That's right, that's a big change. Cleaned up and condensed pedestal array list. Magic generators now move players more quickly. Speed boost. You know what? That's the same thing that I did up there. I kind of like that version of it though a little more. I don't know where I put it. I'm just gonna paste it there. There we go. Okay, I think that that's everything so far. Let's get the next. Oh, this is it. This is it. Everyone, this is it. The last bit. Get rid of that, right? Particles. Check to see if the. Okay, these were all of my to look at. Moved a lot of items from being shelvable. Yeah, I realized I made like everything shelvable and I didn't scale anything, and some of the stuff didn't make sense. Like a nexus, a big nexus, to put that on a shelf, and it's this big tower that glitches through. I'm like, nah, man, we're cool. Made rusty dust, not as extreme with RNG, right? Let's get rid of that to do. Pull back all items from being shelvable. That was my to do. That's a to do. Was this all to do? Yeah, that was all to do stuff. That's it. That's everything. Let me get rid of the extra space. All right, and let's get this thing out. Oh, I forgot to put a description in for the Spellforge. All right, step 1 is to create, is to place the Spellforge down and place magic runes around it and pillars with runestone caps to complete it. Next step is to insert runic scrolls in, select a spell, and click on create. After that, connect a Nexus or Essence Vault to the Spellforge and cast Transmutation to consume the required essence for spell creation. Once that is done, just wait. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. All that's in detail as well in the guidebook. All right. Oh man, it's done. It's freaking done. Look at how big this update is. Damn. All right, everyone. Let's let me change something here. I will update it live. What am I looking at? Bookmarks. I want to hide my bookmark bar. Boom, here we are. Add release. Oh, I got to take new pictures eventually. Take new pictures. Look at that, man. Look at that beefy list of goodness. Oh, I never put the new block. I had a new added a new block. The Essence Vault. This is a block that can hold all essence types and one connection of every type of magic station. Tier 3 plus synthesis to create. You know what? Good enough. I'm freaking tired. I have it very, very well detailed in the mod. I realize I stopped talking there. All right, so that is going to be what we want right there. Rustbound Magic 1.6.0. That's it. Open. We need to pick 1.19.4. Why isn't this working? Upload. Come on, man. I'm going to copy all this out, all right? I'm just going to paste it right there just in case. I'm going to get rid of this, right? Cuz I added the little blurb there, right? So there we go. Cuz I think I'm going to have to just reload. Reload. All right, maybe I just got to drag and drop. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 1.19.4, paste. This is a chongus, man. This is a big boy. That guidebook is enormous. The images take a lot of space. I look at other people's mods and it's like 1 to 2 MB. Maybe a big mod is 5. I'm like, hold my beer. 13.3, man. All right, that's it. Doing it. Save and back. The update's out. There it is in all of its glory. 1 second ago. We did it. We did it, everyone. Massive. Massive. I'm gonna take a drink here because there's more to be done. I'm gonna have to pee soon. 40 ounces of liquid kind of goes through you. Damn, look at how many follows I have. That is sweet. I'm glad people seem to like it. All right, let's edit this, right? Because I get to prune more information out of this. All right, anything subject to feedback. It's evolving. I got my thanks. Do you see that, Oats? You're in here. Oats for being my rock. Woo! You know, I should probably put. You know what? If this is what I should do, I need to be better educated on the finer points of like some of the really popular Minecraft mods. Like, I'd like to know more about Botania, or right? I'd like to know more about blood magic. I'd like to know more about like the late game witchery stuff, Thaumcraft, right? And that way I can get ideas and put them into this mod. This is like the kitchen sink mod. All right, so immediate stuff for this roadmap here. This was updated today, right? So let's change that. So revamp the Nexus, done. Essence Lacrima System, done. Nexus storage block, that's done. Magic stations, Magic Station changes. Oculus will still... Okay, so I did that. Work in progress. Right, so I'm gonna leave those in, right? Whoops. Good enough. Boop. Right, Magic Repair Kit comes with a synthesis recipe. Oh, I didn't even consider that. Magic Lantern will have a new inert type. Done. World Magic fixes that. Add a new spell recipe for Mana Bread! Fuck it, I'm gonna keep that in there. I may do that. Oh, I forgot to make Life Tap a tier 2 innate spell. Focus on the next update. Okay, we can get rid of the old Essence battery. I still need to fix up the prisms. That's the tier 3, the tier 4 focus. New ritual ideas. I would love to do like rituals that make it rain local, like in a local area. I have no idea how to freaking do that, though. Extra utility block stations. Yep, there's my Eternal Forge, the Magic Rotor, the Mana Battery. Oh, the Mana Battery's done. Stockpiling Essence. That's what the Essence Vault does. Beep. I do want to make the, okay, I do want to add something to this. Come on, Dick. It's like being mean. I want to make a, portcullis. Is that how it was? Is that how it's spelled? Let's pull up. Portkey. Yeah, that's it. Portcullis. Hey, I got it right. Portcullis makes port keys that are makes port keys that can be used like one-time hearthstones back to the portcullis that made them. Boom! I want to make elemental creatures, more spells. What am I looking for? I think everyone knows what I'm looking for. Right there. Getting started. I'm going to keep this section in here. Definitely. Features, multiple tiers, new class, magic stations, utility blocks. You know, I guess I'm not going to prune out as much as I thought I was going to. I think I want to make a section for the magic stations and the utility blocks as well. Okay, so that's done. Rustbound Magic, baby. I gotta get new pictures. These pictures are so old. These are so old. Look at this geezer. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this person. That staff doesn't even exist anymore. I ended up pruning that staff, and yeah, I like the new one better. Yeah, this doesn't even work anymore. Oh, Prism of Duplication does need to reduce max durability of the Grimoire. Yeah, I'm thinking no matter what you do, like amplification should, duplication should, and the emanation should as well. Or you know what, maybe not. You know what, I think I like your idea there that duplication would be the only thing that would actually damage the durability of the Grimoire. Not by a lot, right? But by enough, you know? And I'm thinking maybe like 5 points out of the 100. Because to repair it, the repairs are pretty cheap right now. They're pretty damn cheap to make. And they're really easy to make too. Like that's something that I have to look at and like maybe make a little more balanced, a little better. Perhaps current durability for the other two, so you just repair it. Oh, wait, you're talking about reducing max durability. Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea. I need to make those things work to begin with, though. They have to work before I even attempt to, like, modify anything else. We can work on it now. What do we want to work on? I could pull them up now and see how big of a lift it's going to be to do this. All the code's probably going to be in the spellcasting tool. It is on the list to do. It's that and the Bastion, but the Bastion doesn't have like any of the groundwork done yet. Really, Bastion comes first, I think. Well, then everyone's going to have to wait longer. The Bastion will get done after I revamp the Oculus. And the reason why is because the Oculus is my first multi-block structure, and there are some weird bits with the Oculus. It's not saving the correct information on world reload, which is a big problem. And I'm going to be using the Oculus as a base for the multi-block structure of the bastion. So I don't want to inherit those kind of weird desync problems to the bastion, right? So I'm gonna have to go through the Oculus. Vice, I did want to talk with you about something, Vice. Okay. You know what? I've been live streaming for a couple of hours. Scratch that for some time. Forget that. Yeah. I think, all right, Oates, I'll spend 5 minutes here and I will look at what I would even have to change for the prism, because I haven't even looked at it. So I'll take 5 minutes to do that, then we'll end the stream and I'll give you a call, Oates. Call you on Discord. Little Discordia. All right. So I think it's going to be in here. So I'm going to have to inject a couple things in here. If you are standing on... So on Start Interact, I'm going to have to take a snapshot here. I'm going to have to do an if statement. And I'm going to have to say, like, okay. Let me see here. I can say player dot get inside legs block sound source. Play inside. Player dot entity. No. I want to get you being inside of the block. What about collision? Bool entity collided. Collision box. On collided. That's just a bool. That would, yeah, that's not what I want. See, I think this is the first roadblock here. How do I take a snapshot of you standing in a prism? 5 minutes. Ha, it means 2 hours. Ha, 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 ha. It's so funny. Ha. It may be 10 minutes. It be 7 minutes, right? Maybe 5, maybe 4. I could end stream right now. I'll do it. All right. I need to figure out a way to tap into what you are like in contact with. What if I put like a 1 second deep or 1 second buff on you? Or whatever. That's one way to do it. I don't want to do it that way. It's a messy way to do it. Because I want you to stand in the middle of this thing. Do I need to remind you of Sunday? No, you don't. No, sir. No, you don't. Nothing happened. What are you talking about? Okay. This is what I can do. I can say lock test equals this dot, or you know what? Can I just do world? Or can I get by entity dot world? Or you know what? Instead of by entity, why not just stick with player? I think I know how to do this. Player dot world dot get block accessor, and then I'm going to say new block position, right? And this new block position is going to be player. Oh, you know, I could just do player dot position. Let's get sighted position dot as block position. That's actually what I should do. I don't need to create a new block position per se. I can do that. Synchronize relay. Okay, so it's not get block accessor. Block accessor would be get. You know, I think it may just be get block. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's a certain way. There's a certain way I'm going to have to do this. I don't think it's. I think it's a different type of block accessor. Get entities inside cuboid. Get entity by type. Intersecting entities. Oh, there may be something in here. Those are the items. Nearest player. Raycast. A ray trace force selection. Ooh, that would be good. I want to make a spell where it's a beam for an attack spell. That I would have to do things with ray tracing for that. So that's good to know. That's good to know. All right, player, world. Maybe it is get block. Shit. How do I want to do? How do I do this? How do I do this? I always get hung up on this because this is getting it by a block ID. I don't want to get it by a block ID. Yeah, because block accessor here, I can't just dot do something. It literally wants synchronization relight. This is not what I want. There's another. I think it's just like get block access, and I think it would be in. But instead of player, let's do this dot API dot world dot be it. All right. I'm going to do something else here. So I still want the block. Okay, so what if I do something like this? Get block, I'm going to say new asset location. I'm going to do RMR references dot mod ID with colon plus prism dash. Let's see, and then I can say if, right? And I can say if test does not equal null, right? We got to do our safety check. And then I can put this in here. I'll just name this test 2. Now I can do get block. No, see, I'm just breaking out the logic. All right, so I'll work on this another time. What I need to do is I need to use the block accessor, and I can't remember where it is exactly. It's not get block, and it's not, oh wait. Is that it? Dot? Yeah, that's it. Why was it different here? What did I, oh, I said get block accessor instead of block accessor. Now I could do get block, and then I can do it by the player position. I think that gets me every time. And I can say if I could just turn this into a bool right now. If I do this, this block accessor get block dot contain or dot code dot path dot contains, this is what I was going for. Prism dash. And I will do a safety check here. And I'll say if this does not equal null, then I can go through and do a check for the code, and then I'm just going to put RMR references dot logger, and I'm going to just give myself this, boom, and a little heart at the end. I can get rid of that. Okay, we can test it. Let me enable prisms, and then after this, we're gonna call it there. We gotta talk to old Captain Oates. Where's a work in progress? Prism tool, true. We're gonna put down a prism and see if it pops up. If it pops up and it reads it, that is the hardest part. all I have to do at that point is carry that bull, and then modify things. Like I could pipe in that bull and then modify things based on if that thing exists or not. And I can go a little further, right? And I can have different bulls for each type. Damn, Vice, you're clever. You clever SOB. No, I'm out of water. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Now the timer's really ticking. All right. So if I cast a spell... Well, let me get my mana back. Nope. Nothing happened, right? Let's get one of the prisms. We'll do the Prism of Emanation. Why not? Boom, I put that down. Now it should technically work. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Right there. It sees that I am inside of it. Alright, so let's do another test. Let's get a Talisman of Alteration. Boop. There we go. And there it animates. So if I stand in it, this is the version that you are going to need, right? Let's cast a spell. And there it is. Right there. So what I would need to do is do things like increase your cast time. We'll have to consume this item, and then I'll have to do whatever the effects are, piggybacking off the spell. So Emanation, it would detect if there is like an AOE, like if you're channeling like a run speed buff, things like that. Anything that would make sense to be an AOE, I can flag those spells to be an AOE. And then it would put like the run speed buff on everyone within a certain range. So that's how I think I'm going to do it. Alright, we also need the light spell finished. Actually, it is pretty much finished. There's just some weird logic with spawning it right now. If you have grass, it doesn't like grass too much. And I think what I was trying to do is be considerate to people who like have claimed land. But I just need to revisit it. You know, let's try and look at this spell. Where is it? Here we go. Create Grimoire. I want to create some Grimoires. I also want a Sanctum. And I need more max mana. Num 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 num. There we go. About 56 mana. That's pretty good. Let's get a Sanctum out. I hate this block so much. I think it looks so stupid. I'm ashamed of it. Let's Soulbind to it. Oh, not enough mana. Boop. There we go. Now I'm Soulbound to it. Let's start making Grimoires. I was going to say, right? Is it going to be the first one? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we got Resist Elements. I'm just going to put that there. Summon Corpse. I like that one. Silent Steps, Hydrate Crops, Summon Corpse. All right, let's get rid of those. Let's make more. Wait, what spell are we looking for? Summon Light. Hey, there it is. Summon Light. Boop. Boom. That's your Summon Light. And what you could do is... I like fire. Get the offhand. Boom! You got the fire one. It doesn't rotate or anything yet, but I had issues with it not despawning. Yeah, as of right now, it will not despawn. You have to break it. Game mode 1. Boop, that's what you do. That's the big fix right there. Boop, gone. Now I could look at it and I could try and throw something together, but I don't have time. That's how I get Rabbit Hole. I got to talk with Oats. And that's the reason why I put work in progress wasn't the fact that you had to, yeah, it didn't despawn. It was the fact that there's some weirdness with with like grass. And sometimes doing something like that, right? Like if you get it, I think if you get it at like, try and do that. Actually, I think it'll just put it. Yeah, see, I mean, it does its best. It does its best. It does look pretty cool though, huh? It'd be even better if it rotated. If I can clean up the rotation animation, like if anyone knows how to do that, let me know. Because it like skips when it gets towards the end of spinning around, which is kind of jarring. And now that we're staring at it here, feels like it's gonna take forever. There we go. See how it like jittered? Alright. Alright, everyone. Let's find someone to raid. Who is playing this game? Vintage? Story. Oh, wow. I wasn't... No. Let's go to Twitch. I was just going to the website. Man, it's crazy. I pull up Twitch front page and it's nothing but like... I just got a snapshot of like Booba. Wicked Booba. Like, damn, man. Maybe I'd get more viewers if I was a girl, right? I could sit there like this and I'd get one of those super low. What I would do is like right where the nipples are, I would have it like taped to my shoulders to where it looks like it's always coming down. And then I would make it look a little loose and then I would cement that stuff right on. Just, you know what I mean? Right there. I'd be getting thousands of people in here. People would be throwing subs at me. Oh, thank you. Damn, missed opportunity. Oh, well. So you get this. I would use it for good. I would not use my superpower for evil. Okay. I would just get all the subs. Put on lipstick. Oh, man. All right. With that being said, who should we raid? No mods. Sorry, buddy, but I don't want to click on you with the no mods. Frisk English moth names. I don't know what some of these tags are. It's like people put in the weirdest things. English, that's all the tags I have, apparently. VTuber. I don't know, the VTuber stuff's kind of weird for me. You know, we could do the Throckmongler again. Throw it over. I like to watch people, like, play. You know what I mean? I like to watch people play. The Throckmongler's pretty cool. Let's do the Throckmongler. Exclamation raid. Exclamation raid. There we go. Why isn't it working? Whatever. Moobot could be dead. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. New updates out. Play with it. See what happens. I will be... my big thing after I put out an update is I give it, like, a night or two. Usually, if there's, like, something big that's been missed, people will let me know right away. I'll wake up to messages being like, oh, I love your mod, it's so great, but... And of course it stops, right? And I can't see what the actual problem is. If no one talks to me, and no one gives me compliments, I know everything is working great and people love it. The most ass-backwards thing. Crazy! Alright, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll call you in a bit, Oats. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll probably live stream again tomorrow. It's going to be around the same time. I got to go into the office tomorrow. And about 7:30 is when I get my time, my me time. So it'll probably be about 7:30, and we'll probably work on prisms. We'll get prisms going, and I will start the groundwork for the Bastion. We may even get the Bastion done. And we'll do the Oculus. Depends on how bad the Oculus is. All right, thank you. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.